Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to complete your trials in under 5 minutes, which will also complete your trials in under 10 minutes if you do not have that yet checked off either. If this is your first time through the trials, you have to complete every step of the trials or it will not clear from your quest line. Now, whenever you need to open the gates for the trials, you do need to ring all 3 bells when it is the first time. However, if you've completed the trials fully, you can use this little lever right here. Once you go through the gates, you're going to look for the leaderboard on your left, and just to the left of the leaderboard and the creator chest is going to be this red button. You press this red button to start the timer. It will not count if you do not start your timer. If you want to submit times for the leaderboard, please screen record the entirety of the video and submit it on Gauntlet's Discord channel for the leaderboard submissions. Now say you started your timer and you die, just like I did for an example right here. If this is the case, you can turn around and repress the red button to start your timer back over. For the first part with the axes that swing, I use the Typhoon Blade and I dash across above the axes and fall right here in front of the lever. The next part, you're supposed to get into this little airlock chamber to fight some mobs. Instead, I jump through the window on the right hand side, which will cut down on your time significantly. The next little shortcut that I do is I'm going to use Jules' glider gun and I'm going to go up on the lava fall and land right next to Uktar. If I go further back towards where the pillars are, you're going to trigger this part of the trials, which isn't as fun. From here, people struggle with the boulders. So for the rolling boulders part, I only use 2 of the alcoves. Some people use all 4. It is really just a preference. The next part for the falling boulders is going to be people get caught where it hits. I like to mark it in order to figure it out. From here, I use Jules' glider gun to skip the entire zipline course. This just saves a ton of time in the long run. And then I also use the glider gun to skip the elevator, and I use it to get across the chains. So I hit the 3rd chain in the middle, and then I hit the final chain, and I go just straight into the trials. I don't worry about heals or anything like that because it just gets me straight through. Now it is important to move in giant circles to prevent the mobs from cornering you. If they corner you, you're more likely to get injured and or die and have to restart the trials all over again. For the debris that falls from the sky, I stand just to the left of this little rock and look up. If you're in this position and the rock on the left-hand side hits the ground, you're not going to take damage. You will take damage in other parts of the map. For the first one, I hit middle, right, left. Then I'm going to hit right, middle, left if I can hit the left. And then for the last one, I'm going to hit right, middle, big. It's really up to you on the order on how you want to do it. The big one does take more effort, and I use an AR or an SMG to shoot it down. Now we've got another mob where you're going to want to run in big circles, but it's also important to listen for Uktar saying debris incoming, watch the skies, and then he'll say shoot it down before it lands. When you hear shoot it down before it lands, that is when I look up to shoot it. You don't really want to look up before then because you could get killed by the mobs. The final part of the trials is shooting these guys on the pillar with the grenade launchers. Once you've shot all 4, you'll be waiting for Rockgar to appear at the back side of the trials closer towards the volcano. One of your little challenges is to dance before Rockgar, which is what I'm doing here. But in order to get the timer to stop, you have to enter into the gold circle and start your conversation with Rockgar. After that, your trials are completed and you'll receive gold, XP, and diamonds. If you're still stuck on this or stuck on anything else, please feel free to reach out to us over on Gauntlet's Discord channel, where there's almost always a member of our community online and willing to help. Good luck, everyone.